Hello, this is my first video, well, my third time making the first video. Hi, my name is Vinny. I'm bigender, and this channel is mostly going to be me doing story times, probably some videos with some of my friends, probably challenges. What was I going to do on this? Oh, I'm also probably going to be doing a couple of vlogs on this channel. Guess I should probably introduce myself a little more. I like My Chemical Romance and Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy and Melanie Martinez and Troye Sivan and 21 Pilots, and a few of my favorite TV shows are Supernatural, Doctor Who, Sherlock, and American Horror Story. And my mom hates American Horror Story. She hates snakes. Yeah, I love snakes, and I really want a pet snake, but I'm not gonna get any because my dad, who I'm actually with my dad right now, he's downstairs. This is my room when I'm with him. My dad said that nobody here is going to be able to take care of it while I'm at her house, and I live with my mom, so I'm just with my dad for a couple of weekends at a time. Well, one weekend at a time, every other weekend. And my mom hates snakes, so it wouldn't be allowed in her house. And Dad said that nobody would have time to take care of it here. Also, I'm using my window as light, and it's already starting to get dark, so it's just like, but I mean, the quality in here is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, I'm also going to be doing Q&As on this channel as well, so like I said, I might have a couple of friends on here. I might Skype some people during this, on this channel, and do videos with them. And I think that's it. There's, like I said, mostly going to be story times on here. I have some story times about, like, paranormal activities that I've had, well, paranormal-ish stuff. I've witnessed some weird stuff going on here. Not necessarily in this house. I mean, yes, this house, but, like, most of them are houses that my dad has lived in, and I've, like, I can sense when there's a presence, and it's really, really weird, and I've witnessed a lot of that in all of the houses my dad has lived in, so, especially this one, and my old house, which my grandmother lives in right now. So I'll add a lot of those, and that might end up becoming a series for it, depending on how long each of the stories are, because I know some of them are really, really short, so I might, like, include those with with the other stories from the house, like other shorter stories from them. There are story times about, like, me meeting fairly famous people, like, because I went to ScareCon 2 years in a row, and I really liked it, and I got to meet a lot of my idols for it, so I'll be explaining, or I'll be telling those stories. There are stories about my family members that have upset me in some way in the past, so I mean, like, yeah, I got a lot of stories for you guys. the Q&As probably will be on Instagram because I don't use Twitter that often. So yeah, most of them are probably going to be like on Instagram. Vlogs are probably going to be me hanging out with friends or doing random stuff, shopping with my dad or my mom even. We don't really go out when I'm with my mom, but yeah. That's it. Most of what I do, like in general, like in my free time, I sit on my phone. I sit on social media for like hours on end and read fan fiction, like, and listen to music. I'm actually fairly good at school. I was gonna say I'm really bad at stuff in school, but I'm pretty good unless it comes to math. Like, when it comes to math, it's like, yeah. And none of the teachers really ever help. So, there's a lot of awkward silences when I do this. Also, I keep looking into the viewfinder. I need to stop doing that. I also really, my couple of my friends and I have talked about starting a band, and one of them kind of talked to their friend about it, and like, I was gonna end up being part of it, and then I got one of my friends to join. We don't know when we're going to do this. And one of my friends said that I would be able to move in with him in Australia, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that, even though I'm not even 18 yet. I enjoy acting a lot as well. I actually just got out of a play where I was the cab driver, and the cab driver is usually played by a guy, and my character was a guy and like, they used he, him pronouns, which was really, really cool. I was expecting like she, her pronouns, and that didn't happen, which I was really excited about. And there was a winter play that happened here. It was a Christmas play, I think, and it was like the youth center or something mixed with the acting thing that I go to, and they like collided together to make what we had as the Christmas play, which was Dr. Frankincense and the Christmas Monster. And those of you who have seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, or Rocky Horror, I guess technically is the original version of it, it's pretty much like an innocent children's version of that, and it was really, really fun to do that. And fun fact, I really, really like Rocky Horror. And this is probably going to be in one of my meeting famous people stories, but I went to ScareCon, which is a Comic-Con up in Syracuse. It's a Comic-Con for scary movies, and it's up in Syracuse, Turning Stone Casino. Even though that's not really in Syracuse, that's like just north of it, but it's close enough. And my mom and I went to go see the Rocky Horror Shadowcast, and it's like Kids of Albany, I think, come in and do like they like show the actual movie on a big screen, and then these people like acted out and like lip sync and lip talk to what's happening on the screen, and we're like allowed to throw rice and toast and what else did we do? We had a glove that we snapped when Frankincense snapped, or Frankenfurter snapped his glove. We had noisemakers for when the Transylvanians celebrated. We had, like I said, we had toast to throw at the actors, not at the actors, but like onto the stage. And during during the song Sweet Transvestite, Mom and I were VIP, so we were like up in the front, and I like went to shake Frankie's hand, and the person playing Frankie kissed my hand, and I looked over at my mom. I was like, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" I was really excited because I love Rocky Horror with a passion, and it is my favorite movie. Oh, has been since the minute I watched it. And it's not even the fact that it's literally a cross-dresser. It's mostly like the music and the storyline of it that made it my favorite movie. And I did see the version with Laverne Cox and Victoria Justice. I saw that version, and it was actually really, really good. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as the original version, because the original version is like, you know, classic. It has Tim Curry, it has Susan Sarandon, Barry Bostwick. I got to meet him, and I'll explain that entire story when I get to it during the thing, but like for that story time. My mouth had malfunction. But I got to meet him. You know, like, the original has all the classics, and during the Shadowcast, the Kids of Albany Shadowcast that I went to go see, it was really, really funny, because I heard somebody, like, in the audience, because I didn't know any of the call-outs. Like, this was my first time ever being in a Shadowcast, so I was technically considered a virgin for that. And those of you who don't know what a Rocky Virgin is, it's basically a person who had never seen Rocky Horror, but I had seen Rocky Horror, I just have never seen a Shadowcast of it. And it was actually really, really funny, because I heard somebody yell, "Meatloaf's ready." And those of you who haven't seen the original version of it, or don't even know who Meatloaf is, he's, what was his name? Marvin something a day. I got this. But hello. But he's a singer, and a really, really good singer, and I love him, love his music. And so he plays Eddie, and there's this thing that, like, he's in like an ice cooler or something, and Frankie like hits the lever on accident when he's singing to Rocky, and the ice cooler goes beep beep beep, and then like you're supposed to yell "Meatloaf's ready," which I didn't know that was a thing until after the Shadowcast. And my friend Cameron and I, which my friend Cameron, he's my neighbor as well, which is really funny. We went to go see it up at the college that my grandmother used to live next to. And, because my friend Conley was like, "Hey, my mom is like helping with this, my mom helped with this play, and I know you really like Rocky Horror, you should go see it." So I ended up going to see it, and, we were allowed to do the call-outs, and I got a little virgin sticker because this was my first time ever seeing, like, a play version of it. So I got a little Virgin sticker, which I have it on my phone too. I like stuck it on, well, it's not on the case, but it's like actually on the phone. And so we went to go see it, and like right as Eddie, who was played by a girl in this version, which was, I thought, pretty cool, but they probably didn't have enough guys playing parts in it. Also, I've noticed that I've just like deepened my voice as I've been talking. But like I said, when Eddie came out, I yelled, "Meatloaf's ready." I was the only one who yelled it. And then apparently somebody behind, I didn't hear this, but my friend Cameron said that somebody behind us started laughing, because I'm assuming they probably knew the original version and probably knew who Meatloaf was, and it was really funny. Okay, I'm gonna look up Meatloaf's real name. What was his real name? What's his real name? Come on. I'm gonna like edit this entire waiting period out. Just saying. There we go. Why does the Wi-Fi suck at my dad's for some reason? Load faster. Also, my emo fringe keeps fluffing out. That's great. Problem was occurred with this web page, so it was reloaded. Awesome. Reload it. I want to say it was like Melvin Lee, Marvin Lee, something like that. But yeah, he was a singer back in the 70s, is who Meatloaf was. He was a singer back in the 70s, and he's a lot younger, I think, than what he says he is. Because he says that he's like really, really old, like my grandmother's age. Well, that's not old. She's like almost 80. But like I said, he claims that he's a lot older, I think, than he actually is. And he's really like my mom's age. And it's so funny to think about that. Come on. And I heard that he like died on stage or something, and then the people in the hospital brought him back to life, which I didn't know people could be brought back to life, so. Is this not gonna load? This might not end up loading. But yeah, so I have a lot of stories. Some of them are kind of funny. My life. They're like funny stories based off of my life. I'm also really, really clumsy, so I might have a lot of stories on that. And my dad and I actually just ate at like 4-ish, 4:30-ish. Okay, nope, it's not gonna load. But yeah, like I said, my dad and I just ate, and it's now 5:22, so we ate like at 4 o'clock. And I was going to get Ramune, which is Japanese soda, and I had I had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and it was a caramel swirl with 3 cream and 2 liquid sugar. So I'm probably, and I had a donut as well, so I'm probably on like major sugar high right now. It'll be gone in about 20 minutes, and I will have a crash and probably be sleeping right up here. So yeah, that happens to me a lot. Like, I get coffee, and I don't even like coffee. I like iced coffee, that's about it. But I'll like go and get something really, really sugary, and then like like an hour after, a couple hours after, I'll have like the crash. Cause like I also like chugged part of it, cause we're not allowed to take drinks into the store that I was going into, because I was going into like see animals, because I like animals when I'm in a and they're like, and all the cats were too far away for me to like stick my finger in the cage and pet them. They were all asleep too, like all the animals were asleep except for the rabbits. And so I like took the top off, so like it was like down, it was a medium one, it was like down to here, so I just took the top off and went and so usually my sugar highs don't come as quickly, probably will be coming much sooner. And I have had my friend's coffee before. It was like, it's really strong. It's like black coffee with a pound of sugar, not a pound, but it has a lot of sugar in it. And it's really funny because I'll drink it in the beginning of the day, and then like by 5th period, not even like, yeah, like by 5th period, shut down. And then because I remember, I think it was last year, he and I had the same class together, and so he would end up giving me more. Or, yeah, no, he and I had the same study hall, and he and I would go up to a different teacher, and like by the end, at the end of that class, he'd give me like a shot, kind of. It was the top of his thermos. He'd give me that, and I'd just down the coffee, and then like 7th period all the way to like 9th, I'd be like the middle of 9th, I'd be wide awake, and then like halfway through 9th falling asleep. And it's just, I'll have to like do, oh my god, my camera's dying. I'll have to do some type of video with that friend where he gives me coffee, the coffee that he usually makes, and then show you how throughout the day I just like, there's that spike and then shut down. And my camera's dying, so I will see you guys in the next video.